A very good morning to all of you, and thank you for joining this workshop, a 5-day workshop on 3D designing and 3D printing, which we are going to conduct in this 5 days. And the idea is to learn how to convert our creative ideas into wonderful reality. In order to ensure that you are getting a proper audio, may I request co-host Mr. Chanprit to kindly confirm. Chanprit, are you getting the audio properly? Can you just unmute yourself and just say yes?
Yes, it's audible, sir. It's audible
Okay,
clearly.
Fine. See, I'll give you a slight background of the workshop, why we thought about conducting such a workshop. See, first of all, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Sagar Juneja. I am Assistant Dean in Chitkara University Research and Innovation Network. And I'm also taking care of one of the center, which is called New Generation Innovation and Entrepreneurship Development Center, which under this center, we have received a grant of 2.87 crore from DST, Government of India, in order to support at max 100 student projects over the period of 5 years. So this is where this idea of workshop generated, because we as a center get a lot of requests for 3D designing, because some of the researchers, or at least most of the researchers or most of the students, they have a lot of product ideas, they have a lot of fascinating ideas about some of the technologies and all those things, but they don't know how to convert it into reality when it comes to the productization and the packaging and the body of the technological solution. If let us say they are building some sort of a device for some sensing, and they want to make an enclosure around it, so they don't know how to do it. And then there is one more thing. Chitkara University has a very strong portfolio of patents. We have a very strong IPR cell, and where we encourage our faculty and students to file patents. And most of you will know that when you file a patent, you need to submit good quality drawings. Sometimes you need to submit different types of views. So then all kind of requests come to us that we need help in designing and all those things. So then we thought that why not do a workshop where we teach people how to do 3D designing and all those things. So we know that there are a lot of professional CAD tools which are available in the market, which are like CATIA and SolidWorks, which are highly professional tools, very advanced tools, and they are also complex to use. Okay, so and they are licensed tools, so you have to spend a lot of money to procure those tools, right? So we thought that there are a lot of free 3D tools which are available in the market, which most people are not aware of. So we decided to do this workshop on one of the free tools. Okay, and the idea is that make people aware about these free tools and show them how to use them. And in fact, these free tools are very, very easy to use. The reason is that these tools are for rapid prototyping. So there's a strong disclaimer here which is coming from my side. There is no comparison between the professional 3D tools and the tools which are available for free of cost. The free of cost tools are only for rapid prototyping, where you can quickly prototype your solution, quickly prototype your idea, and then you can quickly 3D print it also to see if it is working fine and all those things. But if you are going for actual production, or if you are going for actual market launch, you have to go for professional 3D, professional 3D design and professional 3D, tools. So that is why those tools are expensive, because they take care of all the minutest of detail that your product will not fail. But these tools which we are going to use, one of the tools which we are going to use in this workshop, it is called a rapid prototyping tool. Rapid prototyping means that you can quickly conjure your design up and see whether it is going to work or not, and then you can print it and see whether you are satisfied with the design. So it is like a rapid prototyping or clay modeling. See, those who know a little bit about automotive industry, they can easily relate this term clay modeling. So whenever in the earlier days, whenever there used to be a new car design which used to come in the market, when these kind of tools were not available. So what companies used to do, they used to design the car in clay, and then they used to change its shape and all those things, because it is very easy to model the clay. And when they are satisfied with the design, they used to go for CNC and all those things. So you can easily relate these free tools to clay modeling, that you can quickly design and quickly 3D print and all those things. Okay, but these tools are fascinating enough to let you convert your ideas into 3D reality. We have already 3D printed a lot of shapes which we are going to learn in this workshop, and so that will come at a later stage. So this is a quick introduction about. I've not been able to. So this is a quick slide on the center which I was talking about. It is called New Generation Innovation and Entrepreneurship Development Center, under which we have received a grant of 2.87 crore from Government of India to support these many projects. So this is a center which is driving this particular workshop initiative. We have already supported 25 projects in this center. This center was given to us last year only, in 2019, January 2019. And a lot of our projects have, won funding from different government agencies. And then there are some projects which have won various competitions and all those things. So we are doing quite good as far as our center is concerned. If you are interested in more details, you can always visit this website and see for yourself that what we are doing in the center. Recently, during the lockdown period, I would like to share with you, we organized this competition called Novate Plus, where we invited ideas from all over India for finding solutions to COVID-19 problems. And then we supported 4 of those projects from NewGen IEDC funding. And we gave each one of them 2.5 lakh to build the solution. So we got these ideas from all over India. So this is the kind of initiative we are driving in this particular center. So as far as this workshop is concerned, these are the 5 different products, I would say, that we are going to learn to design in this workshop. All of them are practically usable product. Like first one is a mobile stand, then you have a nut bolt, and the idea of including this nut bolt is that you should learn how to do threading and all kind of things, and all other things you can easily relate that all the things that you are seeing here are of practical utility. So each day we will be carrying out one design. So now I'm going to explain how the workshop, the flow will be. So each day we are going to learn one of the designs. Okay, our trainers, whom I'm going to introduce very shortly, they will do the step-by-step designing for you in front of you in this 1.5 hour session, and then we will share the video of this recording with you. So the idea is that you design this same product yourself using the instructions which have been shared with you. If you face any queries, you can write a mail to them. You can even call them during the office hours, like let us say till 4:30 or something. Okay, and then you can get your doubts clarified. Okay, if there are certain doubts which a trainer feels that it cannot be clarified over the mail or phone, then what we have planned is that every day when we are starting the workshop, let's say tomorrow we are starting, so first half an hour we have reserved for the queries of the previous day. So that way, I understand that if there is one query from one person, and if we answer that query in the public forum for everybody, it will benefit everybody. So every day when we'll start with a query session of a previous day. So that's way it will be a full-fledged hands-on session. And as you can see, this workshop is from August 4 to 7, that is 4 days, and then there is a 2-day break. So during this 2-day break, we will, we have reserved one of the designs for an exercise. So on August 7th, we will give you one of these 5 designs as an exercise, and then we will give you 2 days time to implement it. And on August 10th, which is the final day of the workshop, which we have kept for discussion, during that day, we will discuss that particular design. Our trainers will do the design themselves again in front of you, and then you can compare that how you have designed it and how they are going to design it, and then you can ask all kind of questions and all those things. So our idea is to keep this workshop as hands-on as possible, because otherwise there is no point. Because on this particular tool, I am sure you must have also seen, because yesterday I have shared the video link with you of the Design Spark Mechanical tool to download the tool. You probably have seen a lot of tutorials which are already available. So how this workshop is going to be different from the tutorials which are available. So this workshop is going to be different in a way that there is a physical touch. You can call us to get your doubts clarified, and like I said, we have kept a Q&A session, a doubt session every day morning, half an hour, to clarify the doubts of previous days. So I'm sure you will feel that it is pretty hands-on, though it is a virtual session, but you will see a lot of hand-holding and all those things. So with this quick introduction about the workshop, I would introduce my first trainer who is going to take today's session. His name is Mr. Chanprit Singh. He is mechanical engineer. He has done MTech in mechanical engineering, and very soon he is going to start his PhD as well. He has extensive experience of 3D designing. He has been doing 3D designing for last 5 years, and he has designed so many designs for all the other people, like I was mentioning, those who are filing patents and those who are doing products with us. About 3 years back, we bought a very nice 3D printer. So he is the one who is taking care of the 3D printer, and he's been doing 3D printing for last few years. So he's quite experienced in that. And I would also like to mention that we are also going to show you 3D printing in action. So we have recorded a video where we'll show you different stages of 3D printing, because as most of you know that 3D printing is a very slow process. To print even a simplest of design, it takes 1 hour. So we cannot show you definitely a 1 hour worth of video here. So we have taken different shots and combined a video, 2 minutes video, and we'll explain you various parts of 3D printer and 3D printing elements and all those things. So with this quick introduction, I would hand over to Mr. Chanprit Singh, who is going to quickly introduce the tool to you, which we are going to use. I'm sure most of you have already downloaded the tools. If you have not, he will give you a quick introduction on how to download and all those things. And then probably after the session, you can download it. And then he will take up the first design. So I'm going to be the moderator. I'm going to be there throughout the session. If you have any queries, I'll be moderating your queries. You can quickly post your queries in the chat box. And if possible, we will try to address them. And if there are any other issues, technical issues, you can always write in the chat box. I'll be there to answer. So I'll be moderating the session throughout. So with this, over to Chanprit. Chanprit, you can please take the control. I'll just
Okay,
stop sharing my
okay,
screen, and then you can quickly take control.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Very good afternoon. Hello. I hope everyone is audible.
Yes, you are audible, Chanprit. You're audible.
Okay.
You're audible.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Let's start with as you have mentioned that everyone has downloaded the Design Spark Mechanical tool. If not, let me show you how you can download the Design Spark Mechanical tool. You can mechanical. From here, this is the rsonline.com website where you can download the Design Spark Mechanical. Okay, so this is the Design Spark Mechanical website, from where you can see here a downloading link for the 3D mechanical software. Now you can, in the download section, you can select whether if your system is 64 architecture or the 32-bit configuration. You can select according to your requirement. Once you have verified that your system is 64 or 32-bit, you select that option and click over here that the software will downloading in the download folder. Once you are done with the downloading software, because I already downloaded and installed that software, you have to unarchive the folder and you have to install the software. I hope everyone have downloaded the software. Now let me shift to the Design Spark Mechanical software. Once you have downloaded and installed all the components of the Design Spark Mechanical tool, you can get an icon on the home screen on the desktop where the shortcut for the Design Spark Mechanical tool. Once you have clicked, you get a very first page of the Design Spark Mechanical this way. You can see it's a start page right here, and all the features, all the components are mentioned right here. Once you are downloaded, you can see there is a file option let's start with a very basic, there is a menu bar and you can control the file system right here. At very beginning, let me tell you how to customize the settings of the software according to your requirement. Like you want to design your object in specific unit system, then how we can change that unit system using the option settings. Let's click over here. You can see you can see this is a general setting that we don't need to change. In fifth option, you can see there is a unit option. In that unit option, you can see under the unit tab, there is a metric and empirical. In metrics, you can change the dimensions from millimeter to centimeters, meters, or in the empirical section, you can change the inches, feet and inches both. So you can also change few things like angle you want in degrees or radians. That is totally up to you. For in this section, all the designs are making in the metric millimeters. Okay. Once you are done with this, you can click OK over here. And the second one is the navigation. The navigation is for specially how you can control your drawings by using a mouse buttons. The spin action would be the middle mouse button. By clicking the middle mouse button, you can spin the drawing, drawing or object in 360 degree. So panning, shift plus middle mouse button. So if you want to customize according to your requirement, you can also define an alternative right here or select the required options. So for now, I'm going to make it a default because I don't want to need a change because I'm comfortable with these options. If you want to change, you can also change. Once you are done with these settings, unit or the navigation options, you can click OK. Once you have clicked OK, you can see there's a file. Let me explain you all these by inserting a new which is already designed file like open. Which is already opened right here. Once you have clicked into open, and you get a already recent document that has been opened in the in this software. Once you are moving your mouse over the design, you can see the preview of that designed model. Once you are done, once you have clicked on it, you can see right below on the screen. You can see here is the two page. Which one? First one is the start page. Then the design will open into the another page. So you can see it is already designed. How we can rotate this design by clicking I have already told you. The spin action can be by pressing a middle mouse button like this way. You can move your rotate your design in 360 degree anywhere you want. If you are not comfortable with the middle mouse button, you can click in the orient section. You can see over here by click a spin button. The spin command is on or the option is on, and you have to click the left mouse button. You can rotate it into the 360 degree. Now the next one is the pan. If you want to move that object from here to here, like this way, you have to select that option and click a left mouse button, and you can move into the screen or pan into the screen this object. So if you are done with the panning, you can deselect this option by clicking into the blank environment, the option will get disabled. There's a different orientation views over here. These options only work when there is some design that like this is already designed, so you can see this options enabled. First one is the isometric view. You can see all the three sides of the design in an isometric view. If you want to see a top view of that design, you can see the top view like this way. If you want to go to the bottom, see there's a bottom of the object will be appear, and same left, right, front, back. You can rotate your. You can see the specific view of your designed object in particularly. So moving further, let me close this design, because I just want to explain you the few things in sketch and edit mode. I'm just closing this design like this way, clicking across on the page, going to the file menu, and I'm inserting a new design. Once you have clicked on the design, you can see there's a design one of page is open, and see the working environment in the three coordinate system, Y, Z, and X system. So once you have insert the design, you can you have to, if you want to rename it, and I must suggest that you must rename your design in order to this one is a test model. Test. Okay, so once you have put the display name as a text, you can see that it will be renamed automatically. So whatever you want to design, you have to design into this 3 coordinate system. So let's start with the line. You'll see the very first option in the sketch menu. Here is the line option. In order to select that, you have to click a left mouse button. You see it is now selected, and you see a plus button on the mouse. You see into the environment, you can select the point, and you can draw the line. But in order to get a maximum accuracy, you have to bring the display parallel to the screen, or the perpendicular to the screen, by clicking a plane view. Once you have clicked the plane view, by a left mouse button click, the plane will perpendicular to the screen. Now I have clicked over the line, and you have to draw that line I'm starting from 0, 0. Now I'm moving my mouse into the Z direction, into the up direction. So you can see here is some dimensions will pop up by the system. You can see if you want to, obviously you will have to put a dimension into into the box. You have to click a spacebar button. You see the dimension will be selected, and you have to press the backspace button. You can fill your required dimension. Let us say it should be 30 mm. Once you fill your dimension into the box, you have to press the enter button. To see the dimension will be given, and because now the line is already selected, the next line will be start from the same point. Draw that line into X direction, you can see another dialog box is opened, and you have to press again the space bar, and you can put the dimension again for 30 mm, then enter, and same into the in this direction again, into the negative direction of the Z, and you have to, it's already 30 mm show. You have to, if you want to put again into this, you also can put, otherwise you can press enter. Now this sketch will be closed once this line connected to the start point of the first line, and once the dimension is filled, press the enter. Now the rectangle, the square has been completed by using a line mode. Now you have to, you've drawn the sketch, you are satisfied with the drawn sketch, you have to convert it into the 3D mode. For 3D mode, you have to, move into the edit mode, where you can see here is a pull command, which is used for, convert any 2D sketch, closed 2D sketch into the 3D reality, like this way. Once you have clicked on a pull command, you can see that, all the line diagrams, lines of the square has been converted into the surfaces. You can also verify right from structure, verify from the structure menu. You can see the lines are converted into the surface. In order to rotate, you have to click on the middle mouse button and rotate it into the 360 degree, or you can directly click on the home button. You can see the surfaces will get maximized, zoomed into the screen. In order to reduce that zoom, you have to, you can click right over here, or you can scroll of the mouse scroll button. In upside, you can see the surface will get zoomed out, or into the upside, you can see the zoom will be, it will be zoomed in. So once it is maximized into the screen, or comfortable to you on the screen, you have to click on the surface by clicking a left mouse button, but make sure you have clicked on the pull command. Once you have see these two yellow arrows over the surface, you have to click the left mouse button. Once you have clicked the left mouse button, you have to move your mouse into the up direction or into the negative direction. If you are moving it into the negative direction, you see, you can see, I hope everyone is clearly visible, there is a subtract sign near to the cursor when you are moving into the negative direction. If you are moving into the positive direction, you can see there is a positive sign right below the cursor. Once you see the dimension will be highlighted, you have to press the space bar in order to freeze the highlighted dimension. Once the highlighted dimension is freeze, you can release your mouse, release your left button of the left click of the mouse, and you have to fill the required dimension. Like, let us say it should be 30 mm again. So this way you can you can convert the 2D sketch into the 3D reality. So in order to pan, you can make it into the screen clearly visible. You can see it will will be, converted into the fully 3D. So moving further, so you can also use these commands, like if you want to draw a circle, you can also draw the circle, or the hexagon, rectangle, curve, whatever you like to draw, but you have to make sure the sketch will be closely looped. So once it is closely looped, you can convert into the 3D mode. Once you are done with this, let me delete this. I'm not saving this design right now. I'm going again, new design. You can see the default view is highlighted. Again, I have put the test, renamed it as a test, and click over a plain view to draw some sketch right here. I'm draw a circle right here. You can see the circle will be drawn. In order to give a dimension, you have to press the spacebar button. Let us say the diameter of that circle would be 40 mm. Once the dimension will be filled, you have to press the enter button. Once the enter button is clicked, you have to convert it. If you want to convert that circle into the 3D, you have to click again onto the full command. You can see that the line will be converted into the surface, and again you have to pull it into the positive or either into the negative direction. Now you have to freeze the dimension by pressing a spacebar button. Now the dimension would be 25 mm. Now this way you can draw a cylindrical object but you have to, obviously you have to draw some sketch only. After that only you can convert into the 3D. Once okay, so now you can also see here's the intersection command and insert command, but we are not discussing all these commands right now. We will discuss into the next session. Now we are going to design our model, which is a mobile stand. In order to design that, you have to insert a new file.
Chanbi sir, can I interrupt for a minute? I want to talk about one particular command in this particular tool. So this is basically this. I hope you can see in the insert command there is a command called import PCB, right? This particular, so I want to talk about this. So this particular tool, Design Spark Mechanical, is from a company which is RS Component, which deals in electronic products. So they designed this tool, Design Spark Mechanical, and they also have one more tool which is called Design Spark PCB. Okay, so the idea is that you can do the PCB designing in Design Spark PCB tool, or maybe any PCB designing tool. Eagle is there and Orchid is there, any PCB design tool. And let us say then you want to design an enclosure around it. Okay, so then you can import your PCB in this particular tool and you can design a product around it. So this I am talking for those people in this audience who are from electronics background. So electronics background, let us say you're doing a lot of product prototyping and all those things, and you design a PCB. Okay, we all do it because I am also electronics engineer, right? But after PCB designing, let us say we want to design an enclosure around it, we don't have any provision as of now. So this particular tool is very fancy in that way. You can import your PCB, so it imports the PCB in the exact dimensions, and then you can draw your sketch and all those things, and you can make a shape out of it, and then you have an end product in the form of that particular thing. So that is interesting option. Some of you are from electronics background who do PCB designing may want to use this particular option for designing their products. Thank you. That is what I wanted to say.
Okay. Thank you, sir. So moving further, now we are going to design our first design, which is a mobile stand. There in this design with the following technique that has been already shared in the chart with you, like we have to draw the sketch first, by using a construction tool. You can see these all are the construction tool in the sketch mode, and also in the part you have to do the pull or the remove command, and also some dress-up feature you have to apply on the design file to get a make it a realistic shape or a refined shape from the corners. The following dress-up features has been applied into the design. Let me start with by inserting a new file. You have to go into the file, new, and click on the design. Once you have clicked on the design, you have to rename it like this. Design is a mobile stand. So once you have entered the name, you have to press the enter button. You see, then it will be renamed. Now I'm going to close this design. So I hope the picture of the design of the mobile stand is already available with you. In that design, you can see every design has the 6 views. But what plane you would draw on the sketch mode to complete all the features in one command? Like like if the left view of the mobile stand is give the maximum coverage of the mobile stand to complete the drawing in minimum command, like this way. Let me bring this plane into the plane view like this way by clicking on a plane view. Now I have to draw the mobile stand structure into this coordinate system by selecting a line command and start right from here. It should be 100 mm. I hope everyone is clear that how I'm filling the dimensions to the line, or how we are moving this line into this in positive direction or into the reverse direction by moving your mouse or dragging your mouse into the environment. Once you have filled the dimension, the next line will appear at the end of the first line. Now I'm giving the dimension to this. From here, if you can see there is a line dimension. The length of the line you can also fill, or the angle of the line to the previous drawn line you can also set. By pressing a tab button, you can shift the section from line length to the angle of the line from the previous drawn line. So here the angle should be like the 40. Once you have filled that the 45, you have to press the enter. It will automatically select the the angle of the previously. Now it should be now the next line should be 20, or no, it should be 15 mm. Once you have filled that, you can see the next line will be come here, which is obviously 92. You have to press the enter button and close this sketch. this way. Now the sketch is closed. You can zoom out by by scrolling your mouse scroll. Okay. So I'm going to repeat all these all this section again by now how now I'm just undoing the all commands because I just want to repeat all the commands to let you clear all about here what happened right here. Once you have clicked on the line, you have to click at the center. Once you have clicked on the center, you have to fill the dimension. In order to fill the dimension, you have to press the space bar button, and the dimension will be freezed, and you have to fill the dimension. Let us say it is 100 mm. Or you can directly put the 100. The default units will be automatically selected, which you have which I have already defined, which is the mm. So now press the enter. Now once it is the line will be drawn, you can see the another line. So here you can see if I'm moving this line into into the some angle, you can see there is a second constraint will be appear right above of the line. You can see in order to switch the dimension, you have to press the tab button. By pressing the tab button, you can switch switch between the constraints. Now we are in the constraint, which is the angle constraint of the line. To constrain it, you have to fill the required angle, which is the 45, and pressing a tab button. Now you have to fill the line length. You have to put, let us say it should be 120, I guess. Yeah, 120 would be fine, I think. Now once you have filled the dimension, you have to press the enter button. The line will be drawn. Once this way you can draw any line into the angle, in angle. So I'm going to draw the next line. It should be like it should be close right here. So I'm whatever it is highlighted in the dimension section, it should be okay. I'm pressing enter button. So another line will be appear. So this line end will be connected to the first start point of the first line. So once I am dragging my mouse or moving my mouse to the next line, you can see the previous line will be highlighted as a green, which shows that you are the sketch will be closed. So once I'm clicking right here, the closed loop of the curves will be drawn into the coordinate system. You can also verify right from here into the structure section, or you can expand here. You can see all lines will be visible to you. Like by selecting, you can select here, the selected line will be highlighted as a green, or you can select multiple lines by pressing a control button like this way. So all lines will be selected and highlighted as a green color. So if you want to deselect, you can deselect simply. Okay, so once you are done with the sketch or it meets your requirement, you have to convert it into the solid. So in order to convert it into the solid, you have to select the 3D mode, which is here, or you can directly click on the command which is a pull command. Once you are clicking on the pull command, you can see the sketch feature will be off and the 3D mode will automatically selected. So from here structure, you can see the all curves are converted into the surface. So it is visible into the environment, or you can verify right from here. Now, you can spin by using this, or you can click on a home button. It depends upon you how you want to rotate this surface into the workspace. So once you are done with this, you have to you have to convert it into the 3D. Now this way, I clicked a left mouse button of the mouse and moving it into the positive direction. The width of the mobile stand should be, let us say, 60 mm. In order to fill the dimension 60 mm, you have to freeze the dimension, highlighted dimension, by pressing a spacebar button. You can see the dimension will be freezed. Now you have to fill the dimension. It should be 60 mm is enough. You can see the width of the mobile is pretty near about 70 mm. And the 60 mm would be fine. You can see the 5 mm margin from the left or the right side of the mobile once you are going to place over the stand. So once you are done with this dimension, with the dimension, you have to press the enter button. You can see the dimension will be given. I think the dimension will be wrong right here. Let me verify first. Now it should be 60. Yeah. In order to move into the up direction, you can click over a pan and move it into the required area. So here you can see it is the basic structure of the mobile stand. In order to make here as a stand, here as a support for the mobile, you can see the mobile back side of the mobile is placed right over here, and the bottom side of the mobile is rest over this plane. But you can see the bottom side of the mobile is not rest like this way. But in order to rest the mobile into this plane, you have to rotate this plane into the required angle, like this way you can see. But make sure you have selected the pull command in order to work in the 3D 3D mode. Now we are going to select the revolve command. You have to click over it. For revolve any solid you want to remove, revolve, you have to click this command. But to revolve any plane, you have to define a particular axis like this way. If you want to revolve this plane into required angle, you have to click the axis of this plane. Now I'm selecting this axis by clicking a left mouse button. The axis will be highlighted as a blue color. Now I'm zooming into this area by scrolling my mouse. Now you can see there's two yellow icons appear. Yellow cursors, arrows are appear into the respective plane. If I'm moving my mouse into this plane, you can revolve this plane or either this plane. But to rest my mobile into this stand, you have to revolve this plane. In order to revolve this plane, you have to move your cursor into this plane, and by click a left mouse button, and you can revolve this plane into the required angle. So, in order to freeze this angle, you have to press the space bar button. Now the dimension is freezed. I'm clicking, I'm zooming it out. Let me see. Okay. No, once the dimension is freezed, you cannot, orient your design, but you have to, fill the required angle into it. It should be, 125. I think it should be enough. Yeah, that's fine. So this way you can, it's the back side of the mobile is rest over here, and the bottom side of the mobile is rest. So rest over this plate. So I'm now zooming out this. Sorry, I'm creating an isometric view, and now revolving it.
Simply, I suggest you please undo and repeat this command. Any new command that you're introducing, my suggestion is that it is always a good idea to repeat it at least twice so that everybody is clear about it. Meanwhile, for the audience, if you have any doubt about anything, you want anything to be repeated, you can type in the chat box. I am closely monitoring the chat box and I will reply.
Okay.
All right, continue.
Okay. So in order to repeat this, revolve command, you have to undo it first. I have undo the command. Yeah. Now you have to, I would just want to place my mobile into in this structure. You have to, in order to place your mobile, the back side of the mobile is rest over here, and the bottom side of the mobile is rest over this plane. But right now it is not in the proper position. In order to make it into the proper position, you have to revolve this plane into the required angle. In order to revolve this plane or revolve this plane, you have to click on the revolve command. In order to revolve that, once the revolve command is selected, you have to select the axis first, in which axis the plane will revolve. So the axis would be this in this case. So I'm selecting this axis. Once the axis is selected, you can see it will be highlighted as a blue color, sky blue color. Now it's asking for the plane to revolve it around this axis. So in order to revolve this plane, you have to click on the required plane by clicking a left mouse button and drag your mouse into the positive side or into the or you can rotate this way, but it is not required this way. So I'm revolving it this way. Now the dimension will be highlighted, and press the space bar button. You can put your required angle. In this case, I put the 125 degree. The degree will automatically select. You don't have to put the degree sign here. Just you have to press the enter. Once the enter will be pressed, the dimension is totally freeze. You cannot edit the dimension. But if you want to change the angle, you have to undo it and repeat that command. Okay, like we have done right now. So once you have done with this command, you have to you have to disable this pull command by selecting a select option. Now the command is disabled. The all feature of the pull command is disabled from the environment section. So now I'm zooming out and moving this object into the screen.
I got one query about the pull command. Somebody, it seems, is stuck at the pull command only. So is it
Okay.
how quickly you can show it in a different design? I suggest you can have one test screen, maybe one new file
Okay.
where you can quickly show this pull command, because
Okay. Actually, the participant, I think he is stuck with the pull command by like how to extrude.
yeah, how to
Okay.
he's stuck at the plane view. He's fine with the plane view, but he's not been able to pull it. So maybe you can pull command
Okay.
you can show.
I think he's stuck in the plane view. Like I hope he draws some sketch or
Yes,
into the plane view like this way. I hope
yes.
you are in this situation.
Yes. After this, you explain what to do. Maybe
Okay.
little step by step.
Okay, sure. In right now, I hope you are seeing this option is on. In order to disable this option, you have to move into the pull command. You have to simply select this command, or you can left click onto the 3D mode option. Once you I'm clicking onto the 3D mode option by clicking a left mouse button. You see the plane view will be disabled right this way, and the pull command is automatically selected, and the lines you have drawn is converted into the surfaces. But make sure your drawn sketch is closely joined together. Let me explain you one more time. Plane view, like you are drawing some sketch like this way. I'm randomly draw anything. So okay, so I'm not closing this the lines, and you have clicked on the 3D mode. You see the curves will not converted into the surfaces. However, you can select the pull command or go into the 3D. You can able to go into the 3D mode, but you cannot convert your design into the 3D shape, because the drawn sketch is not closely looped, close from this end to this end. So make sure your sketch should be closely looped with the lines or whatever you have drawn, or you have drawn the circle. Obviously circle is close together, but if you have semicircle, you have to close it. This way you have drawn the circle. Now you are going to pull command. You see the circle is closely looped, and you can convert it into the 3D shape. So I hope you
understand how you are changing the angle of the views.
Angle of the views by clicking a middle mouse button.
Yes.
By holding it middle mouse button, you can rotate any object into the 360 degree. But if you are not comfortable with the middle mouse button, you can click right over here spin option, and you have to click the left mouse button. You can revolve 360 degree any object. I hope this is understood.
So this was also one of the query, that how to see a different views once it is done. Okay, now you can carry on with this.
Okay, thank you, sir. So we are into the mobile scan design. So once you are done with the revolve command, you have to remove the extra material from this design, because if you are going to print this design, it would take nearly about 10 to 12 hours for this particular volume. But if you want to reduce the time, you have to remove the extra material from this object, because the inside material is not necessary for keeping mobile right on this mobile stand. So in order to remove the extra material, or add new features into the into this solid, you have to select any particular plane of the the solid of the mobile stand, I should say. Now I'm going to remove from this section some extra material like this way. But in order to do this, you have to select any plane. Either you can select this side or this side. But I'm already selected this option, this side of the solid. Once you have selected, but make sure you have clicked on the select mode. Only you are able to select any plane of the solid. So like here, I have already, it is a default option or the default command which is already highlighted, already selected in the software. Once you are in the select mode, you have to select the required plane where you are going to draw your sketch for next feature. So now I have selected this plane of the solid. Once you have selected, you have to click on the plane view in order to go into the sketch mode. Now I'm clicked over the plane view. So right now, I have a plane view. The selected surface is perpendicular to the screen, but the sketch feature is not selected. So in order to do a sketch, you have to click on the sketch mode, right, by clicking a left mouse button. Once you have clicked, you can see the grid right here over this plane. Right now, I have mentioned we are covering the offset command in this mobile stand design. So in order to offset, there should be a line which is previously drawn. You can see these are the lines which are highlighted by the environment in the sketch mode. In order to offset these lines in the plane view, you have to click the offset command. In order to select the offset command, you have to move into the sketch mode. Go into the sketch tool. Right here, you can see the offset curve. So in order to offset, you have to select this command. Now I'm moving. The command is selected. I'm moving my mouse over this line. I just want to offset this line. So in order to offset this line, you have to click a left mouse button on this line. You see, you have to move the mouse into if you want to offset this line into this direction or either into this direction. But I just want to remove the material from this solid, inside material from the solid. So I'm just offsetting this line into the inside direction. And in order to freeze the dimension, you have to repeat the same. You have to press the space bar button. You see the dimension will be highlighted, and you have the minimum thickness for this line should be the 3 mm. You can see now the line is drawn. The line is offset from 3 mm away from this side. So I'm repeating again for this line. You can see the all line. We need to offset all the lines this way. So in order to freeze this dimension, you have to fill the dimension. It should be 3 mm. Now again, this line should be 3 mm away from this line. It should be 3 mm. Again, this curvature should be 3 mm away. It should be 3 mm.
Why are we doing this offset? Can you explain?
In order to remove the offset is a command which is select the previously drawn feature, and these features converted into the sketch mode, into the sketch feature. So this line, if I also can draw a new line, but I cannot, I have to fill the again diameter of this curvature. I have to put the dimension of this line, length of the line. I should say.
Basically, you're copying and pasting the line. That is what you're doing, right?
Yeah, offset command is typically for the same.
Copy and paste.
It's a copy and paste for this line. Like I'm selecting this line, the line will be copied, in this direction or in this direction. Now I'm moving, moving my mouse into this direction. It is highlighted as a 3 mm and press the enter button. You can see all lines are drawn, all lines are copied from this solid to this sketch feature. Once see the all lines are drawn, but this line is not joined together. In order to work in a 3D mode, you have to close all the lines or join all lines together. So in order to join these two lines, you have to combine. Here should be a corner. Yeah, here should be a corner feature. In order to join these two ends of the line. But before that, you have to select this command by clicking a left mouse button. Once you have selected this command, you have to click on the end of this line. It should be no. Now again, I'm undoing this. The command is selected and clicking this end or this end. So I'm repeating this again. I'm undoing this by Control Z, or you can click right over here to undo, redo. You can see. Oh, sorry. So in order to join these two lines, you have to zoom in. And once the command is selected, you have to click on the line end. Once the line end is selected, you have to move on to the another line end which you want to join together. So once you are done, you are moving your mouse onto the another line. You see the edge will appear as a joint. So once I'm click the left click of the mouse on the second line, you can see the line will be joined together. So you can see here as an extra, the line which is crossed, this curvature, or here you can see this line is crossed, each other. So in order to, remove this line, you have to use the trim command, because, use the pull command, or remove this, remove this, extra material from the solid. You need a closed loop. But now the sketch is closely looped, but here are some, lines which are opened from the another end. From here it is closed, but it is opened from the another end. In order to, remove the unwanted, lines, you have to select the trim away command. You can see here it is highlighted as a trim away command. In order to, remove this line, you have to select this by clicking the left mouse button. So now you are, I'm moving my mouse over the line which I want to, remove from the sketch mode. You can see it will be, highlighted as a red color. By clicking a left mouse button over the line, it will be deleted automatically, like this way. I just want to remove this line also. I just want to remove this line. I'm zooming out. I also want to remove this line. this line. Same from here or here, you can see there is a little line which is highlighted right here. You have to delete this also. Make sure you deleted all the lines which are, you know, crossed each other, open end from the another side or another side on the another end of the, you know, sketch. Once you are done with this, you have
Sir,
to.
I received a query about joining the two open ends, the corner one. Can
Okay.
you please repeat in the separate this thing?
Yeah,
And
sure,
to
sure.
participants, I request. I'm sure these queries are coming because you are trying to do it yourself in the live session, which is highly encouraged, but it will be a little difficult because you may miss a couple of points here and there. So we are going to share this video with you anyway, so you can always go back to it. Anyway, Chalpi sir, can you please repeat that corner command?
Sure, sure, sir, sure.
Separate one you can repeat here.
Okay, so like, you know, I have like, I think the situation comes, you know, I hope you are in this situation. You want to join these two ends of the line. In order to join these lines, you have to select the corner command right over here in the sketch menu. So once you have selected this, you have to click on the line end. Whether you are going to select this line first or this line first, that doesn't matter, but you have to, you know, select the line end precisely. Once you know, click over here, you just want to, you know, join this join with this line. With this line, you have to, you know, move your cursor to this line and click a left mouse button. You see the line will be joined automatically. I hope the query is clear to you.
Yeah, I think it must be clear now.
Yeah. So now I'm moving to the previously designed mobile scan. I'm zooming out. So the all, you know, draw sketches converted into the, you know, closely looped. So I'm moving into the 3D mode by selecting it. You see, I'm right now into the 3D mode, but the full command is off. In order to, you know, remove this surface from the solid, you have to select the full command. Full command is basically, you know, you can convert any sketch into the, you know, 3D, or you can also use a full command to remove the extra solid from the previously drawn solid. Like, you know, I'm moving my mouse, or you can see the both planes are selected, this plane or this plane, but I just want to remove the inside material from the solid. So be specific what you are going to do in the design or in the solid, or what feature you are going to apply, you know, in the mobile scan. So in order to remove this inside material, I'm just moving my mouse into this plane, and you see the two yellow arrows are appear, and once they are appear, you have to click the left mouse button. Once I've clicked the left mouse button, you have to drag the mouse button into the Y direction. You can see here it is a Y direction, or you can see, you know, once I'm moving it into the, you know, negative direction, see, there's a negative sign right below the cursor. So the material will be removed from the solid. So, you know, I'm not filling a dimension right over here because I know that, you know, it should be, you know, let us say 90, or it should be a by default, whatever it is. I'm pressing the enter button. The material will be removed. So this way you can remove any, you know, material from the solid. But I'm undoing it. But if you want to add this plane into this, you know, solid, you have to move it into the positive direction. So this way you can extend this, you know, extend this design, but it will be extended from this plane only, not the entire body. So be specific. So this way I'm doing it again. So the all material is removed from the internal side. So from here you can see the mobile will be placed, back side of the place here, and placed bottom side of the mobile is placed right here. So it is a typically fine, but to make it more realistic or make more.
And Mr. A couple of things I want to add here, and I want to ask one question to you also. See, for the benefit of the participant, see, because I am also an outsider, so from that outsider point of view, I want to summarize whatever you have just told. So if we need to remove or add any material in a particular distance from the outer boundary, we need to go in the sketch and make the boundary on the plane, and then anything that we are doing in the 3D, we need to go in the pull command. Is it my understanding is correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Correct. So anything that we are drawing, we need to go in the sketch, and anything we are doing in 3D, we are going in the pull command. Right. Is it right?
Yes, fine, sir.
Okay. Now I have a question for you. You're working on professional CAD tools also, which are like SolidWorks and CATIA and all those things, and you're working on this rapid prototyping also. Again, I am not saying from the comparison point of view, because I understand those are professional tools and this is just a rapid prototyping. But how easy it is to remove in that professional tool? Like here it is quite easy, right? I mean, you just draw and just you remove it, pull it. Is it similarly easy in the other professional tools also?
No. But it would take a lot of effort in some professional tools, because there's a multiple options. Advanced options are appear when you are going to remove or add some features. Okay. So from there you have to select specifically if you want to remove this plane from the mobile stand, or you just want to reverse the command, or you want to revolve that command. So all those features are appear, or you just want to mirror this mirror this specific solid that I have removed from you can also mirror into the other side of the other end of the solid simultaneously.
Fine. Okay, fine. You can go ahead. Yes.
Okay. So once we are done with the removing the internal material of the mobile stand, I have to add some rest of features.
But I suggest you repeat this remove command once, because it is important command to repeat the solid. Okay. If you can go back a few steps back and repeat it, I think it will be
right
beneficial
now I'm doing this command. Should I draw the sketch again, or
No, you don't have to draw it. You can simply after drawing, after making a sketch, complete sketch inside, you can just show how to remove it.
Okay.
Yeah, from here.
Okay. So
yes, you can start from here. Yes.
Okay. So from here, so you can see you have to offset the other lines as well. You can see the curvature of this line you want to add in this direction. You have to click on the line, and once you have clicked, you have to fill the dimension by pressing a space bar button, and the dimension will be freezed, and the required dimension will be you can put from your keyboard. Once it is filled, you have to press the enter button. Sorry. Now you have to offset this line too. The command is already selected. You have to just select this line. I just want to offset this line into this direction. In order to freeze this dimension, you have to press the space bar button, and the dimension will be placed, and the required dimension you have to fill. And once it is filled, you have to press the enter button. You can see the all line is draw, but some lines are just cross to each other, or some are just left to join together. So in order to first let me join these two open end of the lines. In order to join these lines, I have to select the corner command right in the sketch tools. In order to select it, by clicking the left mouse button. Once you have selected this line, you have to zoom in. Now, let me zoom in more this way. Some issue with it. Let me check it. I'm clicking on a home view. Now again in the plane view. So from here, I just want to join these two corners. Why it is connecting to the other end? I think there is some bug. Why it is connecting? Okay, let me delete this line first by selecting it. Okay, now I'm just going to join these two end of the lines, but you have to make sure the line should be selected. The line end of the line should be selected by this way, or you have to select another end of the second line. So once you have selected this, you see the corner will be joined together into the same direction. So the direction won't be changed. You can see the line the projection of this line going this way, and this projection of this line going this way, and they will meet at this end, and make a corner right over here. So once you are done with this, I'm just before that I have deleted this curvature. I think it may it's creating some issues in order to making a corner right over here. So now I'm just offsetting this again this curvature by using the same. You have to press the 3 mm and press the enter button. So now you can see all the lines are joined together, but you can see the some extended lines. You can see some lines are extended and crossed each other. In order to make it perfectly loop, you have to delete the unwanted lines. You have to go to the trim away command in order to delete the unwanted lines. You have to zoom in the solid to make a precise removal of the unwanted line. Once you can see there's some other lines. I'm zooming in or zooming out by scrolling a mouse, middle mouse scroll button. So I also want to remove these unwanted lines. Okay. I hope this is clear to everyone how we can draw some sketch onto the previously available solid in the environment. So once you are done with the sketch feature, or if it's your requirement, you have to move into the 3D mode. Once you are into the 3D mode, you can see the sketch will be appear like this way. and you have to select the pull command in order to remove this unwanted material from the mobile stand. In order to remove this material, you have to you have to move your cursor onto the specific plane and click left mouse button of the mouse and move into the negative direction. So once the material is removed, you can see there is some hollow, you can see a hollow mobile stand. It will appear as a, completely, hollow from the inside. So in order to, apply the, dress up feature, moving further, we are going to apply dress up feature right here. So to apply a dress up feature, you should, make sure you are in the pull command. The dress up features are only available in the pull command. You can see here are some, features which is highlighted, in the option. I hope you are seeing this, these commands in the general setting right below the options. These options will be, only available when you have selected some line or some plane in the, in the solid. So let me, these commands are, first one is the, round edge, then the fillet, then the wall, you can extrude some edges from the solid, and so on. So let me, tell the very first command of this, in the general settings. So in order to, make this on, to turn this on option, turn the options on, you have to select this, edge. But first, I'm going to select the inside edge of the mobile stand, like this way. You can see the all features are available right now. And once the first command is selected, if the yellow arrow is appear, you can see there is a yellow arrow right above the above the line is appeared. In order to make it a round, you have to pull in this direction. You can see there is a dimension which is appear, which is keep on changing by dragging the mouse upside or bottom side. In order to give a specific dimension, you have to press the spacebar button. Now the dimension is highlighted, or I should say it is freeze right now. You have to press the backspace bar. Now that the round curvature of the of this corner is it should be let us say it should be 12 mm. So this way you can see the corner to the edge is applied by using the round command. So this command is only available when you have selected the line, or but before that obviously you have to go into the pull command first. So in order to make another edge as a round, so you have to select the other corner, which is this. I'm moving my mouse or dragging my mouse into the required area. You see it is closely, once it is perfect right now. I think it should be the 15 mm. It is appear. If so, from here, if you cross this, if you are trying to cross this previously round corner, you are not able to corner from this line, because already there is some constraint on the previously round corner. You can maximum corner from corner to this curvature. So in order to fill the required dimension, you have to press the spacebar button. So the dimension will be highlighted, and you have to put the 15 mm. So you can see the corner is applied to both sharp ends of the mobile stand. So this way, so this way you can apply any round feature to any sharp corners. So from here, so this is we are done with this, but you can see here is some extra material right here or right at the bottom. So you can also remove this material but you have to again draw a sketch into the specific plane from where you want to remove the unwanted material. So I'm doing again, again a sketch onto this plane, but make sure you are going into the sketch, into the select command by selecting it, and you have to select the specific plane where you want to draw some sketch in order to you want to remove the unwanted material or add some material to the body. So once you are selected, you have to click on the sketch mode. Now you are entered into the sketch mode. Now you have to click on the plane view in order to get the maximum accuracy of the drawn line. So once I'm done with the selecting the sketch mode or the plane view, you can see the plane is automatically perpendicular to the plane. So like I want to remove some material from right here. It should be. It should be the removal, cross section of the removal material should be rectangular, or it should be the circular way, or it should be ellipse, or whatever whatever shape you want to remove from this solid, you can draw. Like we are, I'm moving further to the circle command. So I'm draw some circle at the center of the of the solid, at the bottom of the solid. You can see the diameter of the circle will appear. In order to freeze this diameter, you have to press the space bar button. You see the mouse is released, the dimension is freezed right now. You have to give the dimension. It should be 40, because the whole dimension is the 60 mm. If I'm filling the 40 mm diameter for this circle, the 10 mm is left right here, or 10 mm is left right here. If you want to keep more material from this side, you have to reduce the diameter. So here you can see now 12.5 mm from this side, 12.5 mm from this side. So once you are done with the cross section, or you have to move into the 3D mode. Once you are going into the 3D mode, you have to revolve it like this way, and pan it. So now I just want to remove this material from the solid by selecting a pull command. You have to remove into the negative direction, and it will be removed. So the cross section of the circle is very small. So in order to extend it, you have to undo this command, and you have to again, you have to redraw the circle into the sketch mode. In order to do this, for repeating this, I'm just going to repeat this command. I'm undoing it. Now I'm in the sketch mode. I'm undoing it. So, I'm already selected a circle command. In order to, draw the circle, the diameter will appear. You have to fill. This time I'll put a diameter around 40 mm. Now I'm again into the select mode. Into the 3D mode. You see the sketch feature is turned off, and I'm selecting. In order to remove the material, I'm selecting the pull command. In order to remove this material from the solid, you have to move into the negative direction. The material will be removed. So this way you can remove the material or make the solid more appropriate according to your requirement. I'm clicking on the home screen and spinning it this way. So here we are done with this design, but if you want to add some text to it, if you want to put your name on this mobile stand, you can also do that. But you have to again select the plane where you want to add your name, or converting it into the solid, or you want to remove from the solid some or you want to engrave some your name in the solid, or you just want to emboss it. You have to make choosy about, do you want to add it or you want to subtract it from the solid. So in order to draw the text right over this solid, you have to move into the sketch mode, but make sure you have selected the right plane. I'm doing I'm writing on this plane. In order to do that, I'm going to select this side of the or the plane of the solid. Once you have selected this, you have to move into the sketch mode and click on the plane view. Once you are done with, right now here is there's no such options as available in this tool in order to type directly over the solid. So in order to add some text feature into the sketch mode, you have to click on the dimension. Once you have selected this, you selected this edge or this edge, the dimension will appear. So once the dimension will appear, you have to freeze it by clicking the left mouse button. Once it is freezed, you can just double click on it. You can edit it right now. In order to put the specific name, you have to press the space bar button to remove the previously 60 mm. Right now let us say I'm typing Chitkara. Okay. You can also pan over the screen, or you can once you are done with this, you can also you put your name, or you are done with this thing. You can also customize the font size, or the bold, italic, underline, the point system of the of this of this text. For this side, I'm creating our time. Oh, sorry. Times New Roman. Times New Roman.
ऊपर चला गया.
Yeah, here it is. So I'm selecting some bold command and increasing some point system. I think it should be the 5. Once you are done with, you can see the text is added, but it is not the feature of the sketch mode. So in order to make it make the feature of a sketch mode, you have to select that text by using a Control A or a Shift, by pressing a Shift button or moving your arrow button from the keyboard, like we are selecting some folders in the window. So this way you are selected the text, and you have to project it into the into the sketch mode. For do that, you have to go into the project to sketch. So whatever it is right here, it will be projected to the plain view or into the sketch mode. Once you select this, now the selected feature is projected to the sketch. So in order to verify it, you have to select this, and you have to delete this. You can see you have to delete this also. By clicking a right click, and you can see cut. So it is deleted right now. The sketch is projected, the text is projected to the sketch. So in order to convert it into the 3D or emboss it, or you want to engrave it from the solid, you have to move into the 3D mode. So you can see here is an option for 3D mode. Once you have selected this, I'm just zooming out. You can see the the drawn sketch is highlighted as previously when we are moving our mouse onto the drawn sketch, it will be highlighted as a yellow color. So similarly right over here, it will indicating the same as as a yellow color. So you can select it now, but there is an option to pull command which is off right now. I'm just turning it on by selecting it. Once it is selected, you can see you have to click a left click, and you can move into this direction or into this direction. So it totally depends upon you. You want to remove the material, or you want to engrave it, or you want to emboss it. It totally depends upon you. But it is very typical to do for each plane of the text to emboss or engrave. In order to do it simultaneously at once, you have to select them multiply by pressing a Control button. You have to select this, 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 you have to also select this, select this. So the inside of the A is you don't need to be select this. So here again. So the selected planes of the text will be highlighted as orange. You can see. I hope it is clearly visible to all. So once it is selected all, you can click a left mouse button and move into the positive direction. The dimension is highlighted. You can see. You have to freeze that dimension. In order to freeze that dimension, you have to press the spacebar button. and you have to give the dimension. I think it should be 2 mm is enough. Once you press the enter, it takes some processing, and the text will be highlighted. So this way you can also add some text onto the solid, though it is a hit and trial method by using some dimension feature. So there's not particularly text feature, text option is available right here. You just have to select the dimension, then you have to delete the dimension. You have to put your name right here and fill the Chitkara. So then once you have filled that text, you have to project it into the plane, onto the perpendicular plane. So once you are done with this, you have to select all the drawn sketch and convert it into the solid by using a pull command. So we are almost done with this design. In order to save this design, you have to go into the file, and you can see here is a save option or as a save as option. If you want to save as, you click over save as option. You have to select the required directory where you want to save. Right now I'm here making a new folder and design, open. The name will be selected as we have given to the solid previously. It is a mobile stand. If you want to also rename right here, you can also, but I just want to save first into the D directory as a design in the design folder. So you can verify it into the directory, and the design will be saved. Let me show you. I'm going to shift my screen. Let me shift my screen. Here it is. I hope you can see the directory right here. So here is the design folder which has been created, and see the design file. So the extension of the file is rs file. So you can also double click right here in order to open that design, but it is already opened. So let me shift to the Design Spark Mechanical Tools. Yeah. So once we are done with this, you have to save the raw file into the specific directory, and you want to print it on the 3D printer. You just have to save it as again into the STL file, stereolithography, in order to convert it into the G code by using a 3D printer software. You have to save it as STL. Once you are done with this, you have to you have to open this STL file into the 3D printer software. So I'm moving further. I'll explain how we customize the STL file into the Cura in the next
I would like to pause you. I would like to pause you. See, since we don't have enough time, do you have your video ready, which we recorded?
Yeah, I have a video ready.
Okay.
I'm just
so what I can suggest is we can quickly show them a video. Okay. Let us not explain anything at this stage because we don't have that much of time now. We can just quickly show the video. Maybe you can introduce the 3D printer, that how it works and all those things. Okay. Then we can take a couple of questions and feedback if people have, so that we can, if there is some feedback, we can improve our flow over the next 3-4 days. For the nitty-gritties of for the audience, I would like to say, see, STL file, saving STL file is the first step for 3D printing. Then there are so many other things which are associated with it, that STL file need to be imported in another software where you need to optimize for a particular 3D printer, and then you have to see so many things. Those things I suggest we can do it over the period of this 4 days. where for different designs you can introduce different things regarding 3D printing. Okay.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, so today we can simply show them a video and we can simply introduce the 3D printer, and then other things related to it, that how to convert those STL files into files which can be imported in the 3D printer and for printing. That I think we can do it tomorrow and over the period of these 4 days.
Yeah, bilkul.
So you can show the video. In between you can pause the video where you want to explain a particular point or something, but I suggest you can wrap it up in 5 minutes max for this video part. Okay.
So thank you, sir. This is a Praman printer with the build volume of 500 by 500 mm, and in that direction it is also by a 500 mm. So it is a dual nozzle printer. You can print into the dual color. So let me play this video and see. You can see this is the control panel of the 3D printer. Here the different options are available. Preheat printing. I'll explain these options later on. So I'm the mobile stand, which is printed in a filament using this filament. It is a PLA filament. Polylactic acid. So right now in this video I'm showing that how to insert a filament in the extruder, but before that you have to cut into this specific tip, so it will be easily inserted into the extruder without any trouble. So you have to click this way, or if it is not that smooth, you have to click the another end. So this highlighted, it is the first extruder of the printer. You have to press the extruder this way, and you have to insert the material. Once it is inserted, you can see in the control button, I'm going to insert the SD card. In the SD card, the printer software converts the STL file into the G code, into the coordinate system. So the printer, understands the G code system, and it will, print the designed model in accordingly. So here, let me back this here. Here I have, extruder 1. I have selected the extruder 1. So I have just defined the temperature of the extruder 1 by adding it. It should be, for PLA material, it should be 200. For extruder 2, I turned it off because right now it has no material, and the heat bed is also turned off. So once, you are done with this, you have to, go to the printing option. Here you have to select the file. I have, you just, it's renamed as a design to G code. Once you have selected this, and the temperature will 200 by 200 match to the extruder temperature, the printing will start. Here you can see the the shape that we have designed in the software is started. It is a very initial stage. You have to make very clear that all the starting layers of the 3D printer of the filament is joined together to the base. So this is almost 20% of the mobile stand printing, and again it will show some 30 to 35, I think. Yeah, it's a 45, 35%. So
can you explain about the supporters?
No, sir. Right now, okay. So these are some support systems, but I'll explain in the Chitkara software how we can customize these support systems. In order to support the overhang material.
Let me talk about it for 1 minute. See, when you are printing hollow shapes, so it requires some support structure. So this structure which you can easily make out, which is highlighted, which is different from the structure which is a mobile stand, which is dark green in color. This light green ones are the support ones, which we will later remove, which can simply we can scrap off and then use a sandpaper to smoothen up. So that he will explain later.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
So it is totally, completed right now. It is near about 90 to 95%, and will be completed within a few minutes. So I just once it is completed, you can see the design. The file shows as 100%, and you just have to press the back button of from the control panel. So this is it. So over to you, sir.
Okay, fine, Jamprit, fine, thank you. So I can quickly take a couple of questions. We are almost at the closure of it, the first day. If anybody has any questions, any feedback they want to share about the session, so that tomorrow we can add those feedback in our session. Please feel free. You can either type in the chat box, or maybe you can raise your hand so that I can give you unmute you for a second, and then you can give your feedback. Anybody? Okay. So Lipika Gupta will do the different views of designs. We will show. Maybe see, we are going to do like 5 designs, right? So we will show different things with different designs. In this particular design, also tomorrow morning we can start with there. With that, we can show how to make different views of this design and save it as a JPG or PNG file. We can do that. Yes. Anybody else has any question? So with this, I assume that the session went well as per your expectations. We actually we rehearsed it quite well in a way that we should be able to convey all the points to the participants, because you guys are remote, so there should not be any problem in a way that you miss any of our point. So that way, if there is no feedback, I take it as a positive feedback, and we'll go with this flow only. We will try to share the video as soon as possible. It takes a little time to get this video rendered, so I'll try to share it with all the participants as soon as possible. The request is that you try to implement this particular design, and then tomorrow maybe you can come prepared with your questions and all those things. And tomorrow in the beginning of the training program, we'll answer the questions only, so that your questions are addressed. And I think Chanpreet has done a good job in delivering the session. At least for me also, it was the first time I was hearing, I was attending this kind of a workshop, so I could understand a lot of things. So I'm sure you also have the same, feedback. So with this, thank you very much. We'll meet tomorrow. If you want us to make a WhatsApp group and all those things, you can drop us a mail if you feel that making a WhatsApp group helps in any way. So I'm talking to the participants. If you feel that then you can send us a mail. We can make a WhatsApp group, add every one of you. So that's it. So we'll meet tomorrow, same time, 10:30. And about the 3D printing, I understand that we could not do much today, but that was the plan. Over the 4 days, we will explain other nitty-gritties of 3D printing. So that we will do. Maybe tomorrow, if there are no more queries, we can start with the 3D printing part where we have left today. Okay, with that, thank you very much. Have a very good day, and thank you.